Guten Tag, meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren. Es freut mich sehr, Sie hier begrüßen zu dürfen. Ich präsentiere 50 plus Döner.
Hello. We gotta do this real quick. This game is so big. I can't put into words how big this game is. This is what they say their classicer is. This is how big that game is. I even had to turn on the red lights because that's how important this game was. Thank you for joining. This is 50 plus donor. We're doing the watch along for the Bayern versus Bayer Leverkusen game. It sounds like I just woke up because I kind of did. Anyway, let's get into this real quickly. Damn, which button is this? So let's do the starting lineups real quickly before this game starts, wherever the fuck it is. I actually haven't seen it yet. Kimmich on the bench. Bowie, I think you say that, is already in. But other than that, not. I'm gonna assume Goretzka's in there over Kimmich. Is Kimmich like hurt or something? That's surprising to me. But they have so many injuries that this is just what it has to be. I think Bayern. What is it? This account. This account had how many people was out for Bayern. Like, it's pretty crazy. Let me find where this is. This might take too long. This may take... Oh, here we go. So, Bayern has Davies out, Zaragoza. I don't think they ever even needed that. But Gnabry, Coman, Leimer, and then those other two. That's nuts. That's... They're, for once, they're shorthanded going into a game like this. And then Bayer Leverkusen, let's see who's on their team. They played Wednesday, as you know, or Tuesday. Hoffman on the bench. So Schick. And Frimpong is on the bench. Okay, I'm guessing for... What was it for? Stanisic, maybe? No. But... not the lineup I expected for Bayer Leverkusen. I gotta say, I would have thought Schick was in there. Schick had an on and off game on Tuesday. Yeah. I would have thought Iglesias would have been playing, but so both teams with some lineups that I'm not expecting. I am gonna think that I actually don't know. I'm going to guess that Bayern wins this one, but we'll see. Game starting yet? Yes, it is. So let's go into watch-along mode. I'm going to hope that I muted ESPN Plus. I did. Already doing great. Where are my Kellen Acosta fans out? Did that happen yet? If Bayern win, do they take the N and become the new Bayern? Oh, I forgot to do that too. Okay. Thank you for reminding me. We didn't look at the table to see why this is big. So Bayer Leverkusen is up 2 points. Bayern is behind them at 50. They have 52. So it's plain and simple. If Bayern wins, they overtake Leverkusen. They're up by 1 point. If Leverkusen wins, they have a 5-point difference between Bayern. I don't think they're going to drop that if they get that. 5 points is a lot to be at the top on. So, well, this is a very interesting game. You've got two of the best attacks, two of the best defenses. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a very, very, very good one. Where is it? There you go. 100 vibes is a lot of vibes. Yeah, this is starting off at 100. The only way this could go down is if they don't get a shot on goal the entire game, and I highly doubt that's gonna happen. Gumbo reactors are at critical meltdown stages. Gumbo potential is very high in this as well. I expect a lot of goals in this game. Can't wait for it to be a 0-0 snooze test. We have been having those on the show a lot, huh? That'd be disappointing. Did the fucking Kellen Acosta thing happen yet, though? No, let's not pretend it's Friday. The worst games we've had have been on Friday. Always Watch Friday games has taken a big hit this year. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not official yet. He's so plainly on the team, and they're not announcing it. Why? Yesterday was dope, though. For you, it's kind of a boring watch for the neutral. Freiburg was... I don't know what the fuck going on with Freiburg. Also, we should look at this real quick. I'm sorry for jumping back and forth. But... have you seen where Heidenheim is on the table? Have you seen where these motherfuckers are on the table? If you have not, first of all, I want to preface this. I want to say Heidenheim got promoted for the first time to the Bundesliga this year. Where have you heard that before? Heidenheim is 5 points away from a European Conference League spot. What the fuck? What is going on there? I as a Heidenheim truther, this makes me very, very happy. That would be so fun. They would get eliminated so fast, but it would be so fun if they did that. I would enjoy that a lot. And then what else happened? Union Berlin won, but we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. Let me do my social media stuff that I did not do because, as previously mentioned, I did just wake up. Let's go. Let's go. Man, this match is going to be so fun. All right. We do have to talk real quick about Archie. If you're watching it right now, Archie is the guy that always wears like the fancy coats and stuff like that. He's the best sideline reporter in the league, and I would even argue in soccer. The information he's able to get through a game is insane. ESPN better be paying that man very handsomely. It's so funny because like Bundesliga has... ESPN doesn't give a fuck about Bundesliga, right? But they have some of the best commentators. They have some of the best sideline reporting. Alejandro Moreno is getting way better as a studio analyst. The building blocks are all there, and ESPN just doesn't do it. Watching this and starting my Carnival celebrations, I'm not gonna fill this up with my Carnival stuff. Oh yeah, and I don't know who the fuck follows me on Threads, but why not do that too? Whoever gets... let's start taking... Who are you gonna pick as the first goal? Whoever gets it right, I will gift a sub to. Am I behind again? I bet I am. Yeah, I am. Yeah, first goal, whoever starts the goals. Whoever gets the... God damn it, come on. Damn, that's a lot of shit. Kusafoot Schick is not starting. Alright, now that my brain is in there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know them. Child Detective. Thank you for watching. Nice to see you. Oh, Nagelsmann is in the stands. Uh-oh. Leverkusen. Leverkusen's gonna win.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh my god.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Child Detective with already the sub. Appreciate it, buddy. Yes, sir. Thank you for... I'm so glad you're in here. This is great. Sorry, I'm way... Why are there basketballs on the... Damn, it's even coming from the non-ultras. What is going on? It's coming from absolutely everywhere. It's coming from every part of the stadium. Gotta imagine that this game is gonna have the biggest protests of all. See, that's the thing, man. That's so much shit. That's the thing, man. Germany... See, in MLS and stuff like that, the biggest game of the season is when the protest is less likely to happen. In Germany, the biggest game of the season is more likely for the protest to happen. Man, I wish... It sounds superiority complex or whatever. I wish the U.S. had the fan culture of Germany, man. I think it would really benefit the growth of the game. So we got a Schick. I'm gonna write these down real quick. Hold on. If you don't know, anyone who gets the first goal of the game right, I'm gonna gift a sub to. So we have Schick. We have Grimaldo. I don't know if anyone else put one in there. Keeper own goal. Okay, so if that happens, I'm gonna gift like 100 subs. That would be crazy. Kristen, my new Kolsch glass. Yes, sir. I might go get a Kolsch. I have a Kolsch in a free refrigerator. I might go grab that real quick. I heard that Bundesliga is the third highest attended league after NFL. Even more than Premier League? Premier League, I only asked that because Premier League has bigger stadiums. That's the only... Wirtz, we have a Wirtz. Okay. It's a good guess. No Bayern ones? Bro, okay, we need to talk about this. I have never seen people so down on Bayern than I have before this game has started. Literally, no one thinks Bayern's gonna win. No one's guessed that Bayern's going to score the first goal. Bayern's in the dumps in this game, man. Yeah, no one... Yeah, crosswide finally came. Come on, man. Alright, are we ready to start this yet? I'm Team Chaos. Is it happening? Are they throwing more shit? Premier League was about 2,000 less. A stat I saw had Bundesliga at 43. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, yeah. If you don't know, this ref... Is this the... This ref sucks. And I think he was also caught with, like, match fixing or something. That might be slander. But he did do something not good. Yes, this is the gambling ref. Yes. Somehow he keeps getting these big games. He calls a lot of calls against Bayern. So this is going to be an interesting game. Yeah, he's the one with the match fixing stuff. Somehow he's still in the fucking league. And somehow he's still coaching the biggest games of the season. Incredible. Was hurting the Bundesliga. Yeah, I said the same thing at FCN. Bundesliga just has smaller stadiums, but I guess, I mean, they're always full, so that... This is the guy that called Bellingham ass. Yeah, because this is the guy that Bellingham was like, this guy sucks, and he's like, whatever. So who knows where this game's gonna go. I don't have the sound on, so as long as the Bavarians are unhappy, I'm happy. I'm gonna go no comment. All I'm gonna say is I did say anyone but Bayern to win the league. And I should have specified. Just kidding. I love all Bundesliga teams. I love them all equally. Alright, it looks like we're... Nope. Faked out. I'm going to refresh one more time to make sure that I, Make sure I'm... Oh. Let me read the statement that someone put in there. So, former Bundesliga ref said... Oh my god, this link is so fucking small. Alright. This is what a professional Bundesliga ref said about the ref coaching today. Sveer, who is the person now, is the only person ever convicted by his own association for involvement in the betting scandal who was allowed to continue whistling. He should be happy that he is still allowed to whistle, but neither his performance nor his past are right to appoint him for such tough top games. I mean, what do you say to that? What do you say to that? And here we go. The game's about to start. Well, I wonder what kind of call he's about to make, but we are starting right now. Biggest game of the season. Let's go. I'm going to do the air horns one more time, because that's how big this is. Let a man have a hobby. What's your hobby? Oh, I match fix soccer games. What about you? I do wonder. Kim's hair is so cute now. I didn't see, or I did see, but I didn't notice. His hair probably longer because he had to play under he had to play under Klinsmann in that Asian Cup. Dude, how does that guy have a job after that? They literally won every game in spite of him, not because of him. That guy's a real piece of work. That guy's a real piece of work. Witchcraft. It's like negative witchcraft. Like the vibes vacuum. Bro, Bayern's passing around the back like they don't know how to go forward. That, like, look at how far up Kane is. They kind of like have to do that. Oh, that was an awful possession. It's all because of his name. That's it. Truly, like I thought he was actually good for the U.S. But every game after every appointment after that, he's been awful. Yeah, Bayern's not favored to win this. That's like, I feel like that's the first time I've seen Bayern not favored in a game like this. Because usually they're playing Dortmund for first. So, like, look at how far the Klinsmann name has gotten his son. I don't even know where his son is. I know he was on the national team or something for when he was not good. His 5 minutes in Berlin was amazing. Where he forgot his coaching license. I'll never forget that shit. So, Jurgen Klinsmann coached Hertha Berlin for like 1 month. And in that 1 month, he forgot his coaching license, so he couldn't coach one of the games. Like, how does that happen? I've also never seen a coaching license. Are they wallet sized? Whoa. Then he resigned over Facebook. Bro, the Bundesliga is one of the funniest leagues, man. It's so funny. Yeah, I don't know how that wasn't a foul. Klinsmann said HSV when they don't get promoted again for the memes. I saw something from someone who covers the South Korean team that like he can't really leave yet. Like they got him in this like big contract, so he's not going to be leaving anytime soon. Oh. Oh, is that Musiala? Musiala doing too much. Oh. Also, if you were in the Discord, the room is open. Pitch Invaders welcome this time. Have you tried Skull and Bones yet? I've not because I did not know it was out. But I don't know. I don't know what your opinion on this, Child Detective. I feel like that's a game that should have come out like 5 years ago. I feel like they kind of missed the boat on that. This is the battle of the young German 10s, Musial versus Veers. Yeah, you know, there was zero advertising for this game that I saw. I don't know how you don't, that's like your biggest point of advertising, is two of the best young players in the world are playing each other. It did. It's Black Flag 2.0. I mean, that does sound very good. That does sound very fun. But if it's just the boat part, that sounds really boring. Like, the boat part was fun, like, in between, like, missions and stuff, but if the game was only the boat part, I don't know about that. Wait, Stanisic is on loan from Bayern to Bayer, and he's playing. Yeah. I mean, he's been incredible for Leverkusen, so. But it's also Ubisoft, so there's a lot of grinding. Maybe I'll download it today. I know it's only been 5 minutes. This has been a weird 5 minutes so far. Like, Leverkusen hasn't really done anything going forward. Oh my god. Alright. Oh, that was a jump scare. Who jumped in here? Oh, FCN Life. What's up? I don't think I'm gonna play the. Oh, hello.
All right, we're good. I'm transferring it over to my PlayStation.
Your PlayStation?
Yeah.
I think this is the first ever 50+ donor guest who's from a video game console.
Hey, I'll take that honor.
Yeah, that's a great. That is a frontier that I don't think a lot of people are gonna meet.
Yeah, if for those that don't know, if you have your PlayStation account attached to your Discord, you can see what games people are playing, but then you can also transfer your Discord chat over to your PlayStation.
Damn.
Yeah,
Our
it's kind of cool.
Discord representative with the big news.
Right.
I actually did not know you could do that. But
No,
I was gonna say Leverkusen. Kuzafoot said Leverkusen is really missing having an actual striker. Yeah, the Victor Boniface injury is starting to materialize. They really need him back in.
yeah, Schick is good, but he needs someone up there as well with him.
Yeah.
And I think with Boniface, I think his movement, their movement complements each other, and that's what's been really so much more successful. Plus, Bayern's move or Leverkusen's movement and just their handling of the ball, and even when they let teams press, they can break out so fast.
Right. Yeah, because who's up there right now? So it's Tella. Who's?
I didn't even see the starting lineups, to be honest with you.
Is that Xhaka up there? I don't know. Uh-oh. Ooh. That was almost a costly. Veer says a false 9. Yeah, so they're patching the striker thing up with band-aids right now, but
yeah,
Also, introduce yourself. Well, who are you? What is your? I think people can guess your favorite team, but just say it anyway. Um,
Yes, so I'm Dominic. Um, my Bundesliga team obviously is Eina FC Nuremberg. That's where I was born, but I grew up here in the States, so I'm a naturalized citizen here. And soccer is just something that always connected me to my German roots, and uh, love that there's so much accessible games on now, no matter what league. Obviously, Bundesliga is a big bonus, but I watch anything. Italian, Premier League, La Liga, you know, Liga MX. I remember during the pandemic when there were some leagues still going on, and I think it was like Romania or something like
mhm.
that. We were watching that.
Yeah, it's really your point about it being so accessible. I remember not even like 10 years ago, there was just
Yeah.
absolutely nothing on TV. You'd
Oh, for
have to
sure.
you'd have to go through other ways, which I have never done in my entire life.
Right. And well, oh, hold on. Sorry, my daughter is trying to take my headset now. Uh, don't. Anyway, the I remember in the '90s when the Italian league was being broadcast on Fox Soccer, uh, and I kind of became a fan of AC Milan at that time. And but yeah, then 2002 World Cup, waking up at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning when I was living in Colorado for the Japan Korea World Cup,
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
just trying to get as much soccer in as I could wherever I could, and uh, now I grew up in Colorado Springs, so I'm a Switchbacks fan for those that follow USL. Uh, been a Rapids fan since '96 when the league started.
Ooh.
I've only gotten to go to a couple of games, but living here in Fargo, I'm going to try to go down to Minnesota when the Rapids come up,
Oh.
and that'll be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, like also like baseball, Rockies, obviously, hockey, Avalanche,
Like
and
the Colorado teams. Makes sense.
yeah, yeah, for the most part. Like I don't really follow basketball much, but I'll root for the Nuggets when they are doing good, which
Which is
I guess
right
they are
now.
doing right now. Yeah. But I remember when they weren't, doing very good too. So, try to root for the home team no matter what. And yeah, but I'll go to anything. Like there's a semi-pro team here in Fargo that I want to go to. They have a men and women, and that'll be cool to go to.
Very cool. We have a let her talk in chat, so. Wait, who's talking? I just put the guest thing. It's not as big as the last time, but
Okay. No, all right. So let her talk. Hold on. Here she is. She
yeah, let
is
her talk.
6, by the way. Okay, hold on. They want you to talk.
Hi.
Hello.
You're talking to him. We're watching this.
What?
You're on Twitch right now.
I bite my dad alive.
You fight your dad. Incredible. I don't know what's happening now. No one can play in a 50 plus donor watch along. Yeah, this show goes off the rails a lot.
You never let
Okay.
me have no fun.
Sorry about that.
You never let me have no
Oh no.
Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, now she's back to nibbling on my arm.
It's my
How do you pronounce that guy's name? Boey? Bowie? Bowie?
That's what I would think.
Yeah.
I love her work. Big fan. Yeah, she's fun. I'm a single dad, so it's just me and her.
Oh. But I mean, that's nice for bonding, right? Like, my mom was a single mom, basically, so.
Yeah, and like not to get too personal, like her mom's not around and whatnot, so
Mm-hmm.
it's really just me and her. My teen boys helped me out a lot from my previous marriage, so her half brothers, and so it's nice.
Yeah. A singularly wonderful dad. There you go.
Thank you. I do my best, I it's been tough. Today I let her play with her makeup for the first time, and that went well. I can't braid hair or anything, so she gets a lot of ponytails.
Yeah, I looked up a tutorial to braid hair one time just because my wife said, or my producer said I couldn't do it, and after watching the tutorial, yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah, I legit tried watching a couple of tutorials and then trying to do it along with the tutorials, and I maybe if I like sat down and practiced it for hours at a time, like I could probably get it, but I'm like, ugh, ponytails. Which it sucks, but it is what it is.
Right.
Can't say I didn't try.
Oh, I can't believe they let that one go.
Wow. What minute are you
I'm
seeing
at
that at?
the I'm 15:56.
Okay, I'm 2 seconds behind you. How are you watching the game? I'm on Hulu with ESPN Plus.
I'm just watching it directly off of ESPN Plus
Oh, nice.
on my like computer,
Yeah.
praying that it doesn't like unmute itself or something. I get assassinated by the Bundesliga.
Right.
They already gave me a
No.
warning.
Oh, dang. Yeah, they are about it, but I don't blame them at the same. That's
This
why
is
I could never get into like the pirated streams
which we've
because
never
like
done.
that. No, no. Like I like back in the day I tried that, but they would get shut down so quick. I'd only get like a couple of minutes in by the time that it'd get shut down. Like it's not worth it for me.
Yeah, theoretically that has been my experience too. If I had done that, of course.
Or
Um.
really crappy quality or different language.
Hmm. This game is not as attacking as I thought, and as I said that they're going on a counter, so maybe I'll shut up. Oh, that's an open chance. Oh, oof.
Yeah, right as you say that.
Yeah,
Would
right
that
as
be
I said something.
commentator's curse?
It was almost commentator's curse. He was. Oh, maybe he wasn't offside. Jake, you may have well have
Uh,
just tweeted that. Yeah, my tweet luck is. Oh, that's one.
there we go.
Leverkusen. That's one.
Who was it? Oh, Stanisic. Okay.
Stanisic.
But
Oh no, I think it
no
was.
one, no one got that one right.
Oh man, Bayern, Etu, Stanisic.
Damn, like no one was really paying attention.
Wow, how did that go through 5 people? How does that
They
go?
all
Look at
took
how
it.
many people that went through. Oh,
Well,
Bayern,
oh, there's a
Bayern.
nutmeg. Put it
Yeah,
count.
there's. Man, Bayern. What was that?
Defending on that was just atrocious.
Holy moly, that's a real bad first goal to give up. $18. Well, this does take care of my one criticism I was going to give Bayern, is that they have to attack now. Uh, they have to attack now. They have no choice. They can't do this playing out of the back shit they're doing for the first 18 minutes of the game.
Standings right now would put Leverkusen 5 points ahead of Munich.
And you know what? I don't think they'd make that up. The way Leverkusen playing right now, I think that would be it.
That's gonna Oh wow.
Yeah, that was a close one.
That could have been called either way. I'm sure we'll see a replay here soon. Now it looks like Bayern is pushing a little bit more.
Which also sucks because then that just means Leverkusen. That's what happened to Stuttgart on Tuesday. They let them push up, and then every counter they had one defender against 3 attackers.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna have to start drinking before halftime. Yeah, you're in for a long game if you're a Bayern fan. This is not gonna be a quick game for you. Yeah, 5-point lead. Jeez.
But if Bayern's defense is going to stay, suspect like it has been this season, they're not gonna they're gonna give up too many points, even if it's just draws. If you're only getting 1 point at a time, that lead is only going to grow if Leverkusen keep winning.
Right, because Bayern still has all these other games too, like you said, with no defending. How they're gonna have to both stay on the path they're on, right, and then Leverkusen's gonna have to slip up, and they've had plenty of chances to be the old slip up Leverkusen, and they have not. So
for sure, and the games that I've watched anyway, even if they've not played well, they have found ways to win or to claw back and get a draw, and the resilience in this team is not something that we've seen really from Leverkusen in recent years. And I think a lot to do with that is, Alonso's influence on the players. He's won everything that you can win as a player.
Right.
And, he's been there, done that. And I feel like his confidence is coming out in the confidence of the team too. How well the players are playing.
Yeah, they all play like Xabi Alonso did when he was a player. Oh.
Yeah.
Woo. Whoa, almost 2. Also, Child Detective, thank you for this gifted sub. I did not even mention that earlier. We were trying to get that second interviewer on.
Oh no, I could do this every weekend, man. Talk with Bundesliga. Oh. Not many people like soccer up here, and
I was gonna say that's a little bit of a rare groupage of people, huh?
Yeah. Well, so I was living in Devil's Lake the last 3 years, and actually, it's a smaller town. It's like 7,500 people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they got a little state college there, and they do an exchange program. Well, there were 2 guys that were from Germany, and one of them was a season ticket holder for Mainz in the ultra section, and it's just like, damn. I'll have to go through my memories and take a pic and find the picture. But he, on his last weekend here before he went back before he went to Chicago, he finally got to wear his Mainz jersey, because every time I saw him, he was working part time at the bar that I would go to after work. so he couldn't wear his jersey like we wanted. You know what I mean? So
Right.
finally was able to get a picture of both of us in our jerseys, and Mines had come down to Colorado Springs to play the Switchbacks a few years ago too, and I wasn't able to get the dual scarf I think that they had made for that game, but I gave him a switchback scarf to take back home.
Nice.
Yeah, he didn't have his scarves here because he could only take so much. So that's okay.
Yeah, scarves add up when you're trying to move.
Yeah.
I have a ton, and that was probably the biggest thing I had to move when I moved.
Right. I've got. Let's see.
Bayern had one shot in this game.
So far, yeah.
What? And it wasn't even on target.
None on target. Right.
Wow, dude, what happened to Bayern? This is not how these games usually. If you're new to Bundesliga, we do have to explain. Bayern usually goes into this game not only as the favorites, but like the heavy favorites. So the fact that they're getting eviscerated like this, is it a new age in Germany? That means Bayern's gonna go bananas in this summer. They're not gonna let this happen again.
I mean, I'm all for it, right? Like a lot of those of us that have watched this league for several years are all for this because we're tired of seeing the same team win, where and it's always them, right? And it's nice seeing this title race for a change because usually, like you said, Bayern is a heavy favorite. They're usually in first place by double digits at sometimes by this point in the season, you know, and seeing it this close is a very, very nice change. It adds
And
excitement because I'm tired of people talking crap and saying, how boring the Bundesliga is or, Farmers League. And it's like, whatever, guys.
yeah. Also, the body language on Bayern in this game right now is not good. Also,
Right.
Everyone does not look very happy right now.
So I have a theory. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, yeah, Bayern has done well the last 10, right? Plus.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that the German national team has suffered for that dominance. And I feel like the times that the Bundesliga was more competitive, when the title races were closer, is when the national team did better. Does that make sense? It does to me, like,
Oh, you know what?
because it adds competitive, the players are more spread out competitive instead of being on one team.
Well,
And I think that fares better with the national team.
when Germany won the World Cup, was that Bayern's second year in a row winning?
In 2014, yeah.
So that does check out actually. Because 2006 era, that was when like Wolfsburg and all those other teams were winning.
Mm-hmm. And
Maybe,
no one expected the national team to do well,
yeah.
but they went on to finish third.
You may have something going on there, and not only that, the past two coaches for the German national team have been Bayern coaches, so that would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a very plausible theory.
Right?
DCS, hello, thank you for joining.
Blame Bayern.
Hashtag
right?
blame
Like,
Bayern.
I know we always Bayern, but I legitimately think that their dominance has been detrimental to the national team.
Yeah.
And has contributed to group stage exits from tournaments that historically we would be expected to make to the quarterfinals at minimum.
Because the DFB just connects their success, like their strategies and whatever, to what Bayern's doing. And right now, these past 2 years, Bayern has been the weakest I've ever seen Bayern. So, by their standards.
I think they got lucky last year.
They definitely did.
And that their issues, if they didn't solve them soon, we're gonna come back and haunt them. And I think this is gonna be the first season that we're gonna see that. I think that hopefully, let's hope, right, that the Bundesliga could be competitive the next couple of seasons till Bayern figure that back out again and retake dominance.
Mm-hmm.
I hope, and unless someone has seen something otherwise, let me know because I haven't. I hope Alonso stays with Leverkusen a few more years.
A few more years is hopeful.
Because right now they're in the Euro, right? Like, I want to see him try to go for the Champions League with this team next season.
So here's my theory on that. I think if they don't win the league, I think he's gonna stay another year. Because I think he's gonna want that trophy on his resume, you know?
Right.
So if they somehow don't win a trophy this year or something like that, I think he's gonna come back for another year. But if they don't win something after that, I think he's just gonna move on.
I mean, I hope not. But like, I would like to see him stay a couple of seasons.
Same, but like, I don't like this summer is gonna be crazy for coaches. Like a lot of top teams are gonna be looking for a coach, and like the first name they're gonna bring up is Alonso. Like Liverpool, like it's gonna be a lot. His agent's gonna have a lot of work to do this summer.
Right. But I don't know. I do like to see these young German players getting their chances this year, you know, and I hope that that's going to translate to the Euros and into the national squad.
Why can Bundesliga not figure out scoreboard graphics? Because they don't want to take up so much space, but then they make it so small and so minimalistic, it's kind of hard to tell what's going on. Like, really, they should just make the colors, like, you know what I mean? Like how Bayern is red. They should just make the colors what the jersey color is.
They do on the bottom.
Right, with just like make
white, but just, like, yeah.
Might as well just change the actual block color.
Yeah. Or at least put Bayern in white with black letters or something. Because, like, they're red. They want to put red for both teams, and it's not cool.
A colorblindless nightmare.
For real, though.
Truly.
You know, they got the pyro going.
Wait, did anyone say Stanisic? Nobody did. If every team in the league were a different food, who would be what? What an interesting question, actually.
I don't know. The first thing that comes to mind for me, vice first.
I mean, do you mean like metaphorically? Because like I feel like Bayern would be like that, like $150 Kobe beef that's on the menu that you'd never order, and then when you eat it, you're like, it's okay. Leverkusen would be a crushed up Advil. Yeah, Leverkusen would be the Adderall that you bring to eat so that you can keep studying. Yeah.
Salt-based steak. Yeah.
That's exactly what Bayern is. A salt-baked steak. Salt-based steak. Who's on the ground? If that's... No, it's not Grimaldo.
I hope not.
Not Stanisic. He's walking around. Is it Jaka?
Possible.
Doesn't show a replay of what happened. Oh, Shaka. Okay.
Completely unmarked on that back post.
That is some lower table defending going on there. Okay, he's fine. It seems. I mean, if you are gonna go off for a medical reason, Bayer Leverkusen is probably the best place to do it. You probably get some good medical care.
Right?
It's the best team to be injured for.
Hasn't he had a history of hamstring and groin issues?
I know he didn't at Gladbach when he was there. What I do not at all follow Premier League, so I don't know what happened to him in Premier League. But
I know. Well, I loosely follow Premier League. I like Arsenal and Nottingham Forest, but uh, just seemed like he would be injured a lot or come off injured. But I also know like that dude's work rate is, and
yeah,
physicality. Yeah, like he's not afraid to get into the tackles.
oof. Gladbach would be a stale Cheeto.
I love you too, honey.
Legally, I can't agree with that. Because I am unbiased. But if I were not, I would say Gladbach is when you cook, like when you forget something in the oven and it just looks like a meteorite. I would say that's what Gladbach would taste like. But that's if I were unbiased, of course, or not unbiased. This might be the most Neuer has had to work for a Bayern game in years. Carbonized gas station ham sandwich. That would be no, Red Bull is obviously a can of Red Bull uncreatively. That man rose like a salmon for that header. Dude, everyone on Leverkusen has like a 100-inch vertical. What is going on there? Hoffenheim is like office food. You know how like when you're in a soulless corporate job, they always have the like cereal machine? That's what Hoffenheim would be. Colin would obviously be a perfectly cooked pizza where the cheese is all gooey, there's pepperonis on it, you can smell it at the door, and it just smells delectable. And you're like, you open it, and like the cheese is nice and yellow and golden, the crust soft, fluffy, unbiased, like biting into the memories of your childhood, a nice embrace in your taste bud. What pizza place is it from? Your local pizza place that bakes it with love and care.
A little different subject. I do like that Carnival jersey from Colin.
Right? It's so
goats.
Man. I'm glad I jumped through all those loopholes. If Lammy is watching, Lammy Claus has helped us out there.
Nice.
Kuzla Foot, you listened to all that shit, all that stuff I said about the pizza, and you said it was from Papa John's. I may have to ban you for that, unfortunately. Uh,
I'll be honest, this first half has gone pretty much complete opposite of what I was expecting.
so I did think this. I knew Leverkusen was going to attack like this. I did not think Bayern would not be attacking like this. This is pretty low rate stuff from Bayern.
Right. Well, I was expecting Leverkusen to play the counter attack, let Bayern have the ball, but it's been like, did they switch jerseys or something before the game?
Maybe Bayern is looking like Dortmund does in Der Klassiker all of a sudden.
Right.
Wolfsburg is a leather gear shift knob. No, Wolfsburg is just straight up the tire. You're just chewing on a tire. Leverkusen defending well in this 5-2-3. Yeah, they're like
It's
kind
not
of.
even.
Oh, good.
I was gonna say it's not even that they're defending well. They're not really having to defend all that much to know if they're defending well, because like not only is the midfield controlling this game right now, like Bayern is not able to sit on the ball, so Leverkusen's not having to do very much defending. To be
Yeah,
honest,
yeah. Bayern's accurate pass percentage is not where I thought it was. They say it's 86%. It does not feel like that.
I so maybe with these little back passes and stuff like that, but
Yeah,
going forward, it's no way near would be that high.
fake news.
Daddy.
Yeah, just they're not playing with any urgency. They're passing around the back like teams who play Bayern would be doing. I'll invade the pitch at halftime. Okay. I didn't have a guest lined up for this because I literally decided I was doing this yesterday. So
Is this the show that you talk about that gets talked about in the group?
what? Uh
Like
oh.
asking about guests and stuff like that? Come on,
Oof.
come on, come on, come on, get there, get there, get there. God, Upamecano is so fast for being such a big dude.
And his positioning really well. He does make mistakes, hence the nickname Oops Macano, but
Right.
he's still very very good.
His speed is like for a big guy like that. You wouldn't think that would be very fast, but damn, he's got some
I'm
speed,
throwing
man.
chocolate at my Twitch monitor right now. Thank you for joining the protest. Why is
That's great.
Pavlovich starting instead of Kimmich or Guerrero? I asked that too. I was not expecting Kimmich to not start, especially Goretzka starting over him. I was not really expecting that.
Yeah, that's
Yes, sir.
kind of odd.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All the fire people coming through. Skyway Willie, thank you for the follow. Grimaldo is a very good nickname for having such a Disney ass name. Or Disney butt name. He's been super. Yeah, Kane. I don't know where Kane has been. I don't know where Musiala has been. I mean, it makes sense they're not being mentioned because they're not going forward, but still, for them to be invisible in a game this big, no bueno.
Hmm. Now, maybe that plays into how Leverkusen is defending, being able to shut those players out.
True.
So, that could go back to that argument. Because you don't have, it's not just defending against the player with the ball. You got to defend the players off the ball too. And
Mm-hmm.
if you're able to just, you know, shut out certain players and whatnot, and especially Musiala and Sane, Kane, you're gonna have some success, and you won't have to do as much defensive work. You know what I mean?
Yeah. FCN for life. Thank you for Cam Lindley back. Good luck on the USL season.
Must be a Hartford fan, maybe.
They're Indy 11.
Oh, okay. I got another friend that is in the 11 in my FIFA league that I'm in on another Discord group. Now I've known her since the pandemic when we first started playing, and she represented the supporter group. I can't think of the name of the supporter group off the top.
Hartford Clam Pizza Dinguses.
That's funny.
Dude, clam pizza,
Well,
yikes.
have fun with Hartford this year, Child Detective, because it's just basically Switchbacks 2.0 at this point. I think they're only missing like 3 other players for them to be like the 2021, 2022 Switchbacks.
Oh, they said Amanda.
Talking about Amanda. No, Sandy. I don't. Sandy and Jay. She goes by Pumpkin on Twitch.
All right, I'm gonna make this joke, but no one can steal it.
Sandy is awesome.
That Pope guy. I think one of the Bayern T people got a little lost.
But yes, Child Detective. Sandy is awesome. Gotten to play with her for the last few years. We play pro clubs on FIFA almost every week. Did you get to see her new puppy dog? It's so adorable.
All right, joke made. Yay. All right. I guess it's just good. No? That's gotta be a half. Oh, there's 10 more seconds.
Almost got over the wrong angle.
They ended early. Wow. Both what a half for Leverkusen. Look at that XG for Bayern. Oh my god.
0.13. Wow. I think that's the lowest I've ever seen it for them since they started that statistic.
Oh my goodness. And you know what's weird? Tuchel's not the sort of coach where like they're gonna come out of the half even better. I don't think he's not an adjustment coach to this extent that like that Xabi Alonso is. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna go get my beverage real quick. Don't say anything crazy while I'm gone.
Oh, I won't.
What can I switch this to? Oh, we'll switch this to. 2. Test. Okay, good. I have gotten too bright. There we go. Turn off the lights. Quite the snowstorm? What? It's 36 now. Yesterday,
Who's getting a snowstorm?
I was gonna say not where I'm at.
We just got some nice snow a couple days ago, which is odd for North Dakota because it's actually been a relatively dry, warm winter here. Usually would be like -10, -15 right now daily, but we've been 30s, 40s.
Yeah, it was literally 55. It was like 60 degrees yesterday here in Chicago. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend like I don't see that.
What's that?
All right, chat. What do we think What do we think about this second half? What do we think gonna happen? I can't count Bayern out. Bayern always has some devil contract thing they're gonna pull out.
For sure.
But
I mean, there's always that possibility.
right, Kimmich coming on, he has to, dude. If Kimmich doesn't come on in the second half, Tuchel needs to be immediately fired.
I think based on first half, I don't know. I think Leverkusen is going to take advantage of it. Obviously, Bayern is going to try to be more attacking. Well, with their mistakes, will be nice. Mistakes. I think that Leverkusen are going to take advantage of it, expect it, and I could see this game get away from Bayern. I'll go out on a limb. I could see this ending up 4-0, to be honest with you.
I mean, it's gonna end 3-1. I just can't think Bayern's not gonna score, man.
Yeah.
If they don't score, I don't know. Like, of course, Leverkusen could still slip up at this during the season, but
That's
I don't think
typical.
Right, I don't think you can rely on that right now. They're playing the best in Europe. You're gonna really hope they. Right. It's like the whole thing that you would do with Bayern of oh well, please slip up at some point in the season.
I could say that are easily the best team in Europe right now.
Easily. Okay, but Bayern need one chance to score. That is very true. That's all Bayern needs. But they're not getting that chance right now.
No. They're not able to sustain any kind of pressure let alone in the midfield.
Right.
Know?
It's almost like Bayern made a horrible managerial choice and now they have to lay in it. Not only that, right? If we blew Skidoo back to the time when they did that, they fired Nagelsmann in the middle of the international break. Tuchel had been living in Bavaria for a month. That whole situation was nuts. The way they went about that was crazy. And they're definitely paying for it now. Bayern need a striker like Davy Zelka. Davy Zelka is employed elsewhere currently.
Well, not just that. Because Kane is good.
Yeah.
And, let's put that to bed. And it looked good at the beginning of the season with him. But they just... And that's been an issue with the national team, too, is not having a striker.
Yeah.
Who else has struggled to have a striker the last two, especially this year? Bayern. the last few years. They haven't had a German in a while.
No cool jacket. I do shudder to think that ESPN told him like reel it back a little bit, which sucks.
I agree. I liked his jackets. However, this is a big game, so maybe he is taking it a little bit more professional just because it is such a big game.
Yeah.
I think if it would be in Cologne, I'm sure he would have a bet. It's still Carnival in Leverkusen too, so I mean,
Well, yeah, they all
I
did.
don't. I,
They all commuted from Cologne. Nobody lives in Leverkusen. Come on, brother. Nobody wants that smoke inhalation. I do love the idea that once he's in Bayern, bottle of the league is when Kane rocks up, and Guerrero too. Guerrero also brought the
yeah.
vibes down too. That's also another thing, like the way that went about it. Like Dortmund had just blown the league lead, and 2 days later he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to Bayern." That was insane.
Right. But right now, I think what part of the issue is that there are no reliable German forwards right now.
I mean, Undav, baby, that may be a diamond in the rough. We may be rescued
Yeah,
by Undav.
I hope. You know,
That would be real nice.
everyone, a lot of people are talking about Fulkrug right now. I just don't see him. Like, I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised that he's at Dortmund because when he played for Nuremberg, I didn't think that he was consistent enough. You know what I mean, to
Mhm.
really make it. Now they call him, a late bloomer and whatnot. Okay, that could be part of it too, but even still now, he's not consistent.
Mm. I mean, also the team he's on though. Like it's pretty hard to have any
Yeah,
consistency on that team.
right.
Bayern need to sign Julian Green if they want to win something again. A person of culture. Thank you. Finally, someone says it
I,
out
I
loud.
can't support that because he played for Firth.
Oh yeah, oops, sorry. That would be my last Firth mention while you're on.
I mean, I suppose maybe because he's going from one rival to another rival, so I guess that would be okay. But
True.
yeah, I don't see that happening.
No, there's 0% chance of that happening. Undav and Zelka. What is with all the Zelka jokes right now? Is this targeted? Am I getting targeted harassment right now?
Mm,
Oh,
I
since
don't
we're
know.
in halftime, what is your reaction to the Heidenheim year?
It's good for the league, obviously. Seeing small teams do well and whatnot. But I'm worried that they're kind of repeating what Union is doing, or what's happening to Union, where they spent so much money, had one good year, and now they're about to get relegated.
Well, that's the thing. Heidenheim didn't spend any money. But, like, I do see your point of, like, if they did go to European Conference League, there's no way they'd be able to compete in that.
No,
But still fun. Still nice. Straying
I,
further
I
from
think
God's
maybe that
light.
might be part of it. Yeah, I saw that. I mean, maybe that's playing into the part where that Union is having issues with because they don't have a super deep squad for a European competition. You know what I mean? To
Mhm.
handle that kind of.
Yeah. Which is a shame, right? Like, I feel like the one bad thing about the Bundesliga is, like, for example, our highest payroll team is, like, dead last in Premier League, and I think, like, even dead last in La Liga and Serie A. Like, the money differential is just crazy in Bundesliga compared to Europe.
Well, you know, that's probably another thing I like about the Bundesliga is that you don't see teams. Are there a few exceptions to this? What I'm about to say, sure, but generally speaking, you don't see teams spending a lot of money on players.
Yeah.
German German teams have always been proud of their academies and promoting kids up from their academies. Like I said, are there a few exceptions to that rule? Sure, right? But you're not gonna if you're looking for teams to spend a lot of money on a player, you're not gonna see it from a Bundesliga team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now could it is it because Bundesliga teams don't have as big budgets as say Premier League teams with the sponsorships and TV money and stuff like that? I'm sure that plays a part in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But overall speaking, it's not Bayern has that kind of money, and you don't see them really even spending a lot of money. I was surprised they spent as much as they did on Kane
Yeah.
because they're even they don't do that. They're not spending money like Barcelona, Real Madrid, United, City, all them. They develop their players. Of course, yeah, they take players from other teams in the Bundesliga, sure. And again, that goes into that's been detrimental to the national team.
Mm-hmm.
But I, maybe that's part of it too, is that the academies haven't been developing as many good players as they used to. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, but
But
Bayern's been changing with that, right? Like, 'cause they paid a ton of money for De Ligt, who's just sitting on the bench, which is crazy. They paid a lot of money for Gravenberch all that time ago. Kane. Like, I feel like that's changing slowly.
yeah,
Also, Augsburg drawing with RB Leipzig. What is going on with Leipzig?
I I'm okay with it. They can get
I mean,
relegated for all I care.
uh, yeah. Like, even being unbiased, yeah, that would be. If they somehow didn't get a European competition spot, that would be pretty hilarious, honestly.
Yeah.
My fantasy team is booty this week. Good lord. Ooh. Wait.
Yeah, I was watching the Frankfurt Bochum game earlier. The last like 10 minutes, Frankfurt had so many chances to take the lead and just couldn't do anything.
Yeah, that's another mysterious case. Is like they lost against Colm the last weekend. They drew Bochum. Like they're what is happening now?
Right.
I feel like there's so many teams that are just like, what is happening? Bayern are gonna sign Malik Tillman. Mark my words. Okay, I'll write that down.
One player that's going to get a big contract, or a team is going to pay big money for is going to be Guy Rossi from Stuttgart.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot he's definitely
He's
gonna leave in the
that
summer.
Yeah, he's probably one of the better definitions because he was just a you know squad type of player, going to different squads over the course of his career, but the last couple of years apparently he's really you know improved dramatically, and now he's you know doing well.
Yeah. The child detective, you were technically right the entire time. You were never wrong making that statement.
What's that? I gotta come back and read it.
Oh, they said Bayern are going to sign Malik Tillman, so. But if you mean to like a long contract, then yes, I do think that's gonna happen.
Right.
Delicious. That's crazy to think that Bayern might not win. Like they did all that stuff bringing in Tuchel, and they may not win a trophy. Or one, he would have won one trophy, and he took over for Bayern when they were already in first last season. So, is that a big can of Kolsch? Yes, it is. It is brew Kolsch. I had a Rogue can in my refrigerator.
You got to be careful, honey.
Oh yeah,
Put it up.
Fruit Kolsch is a rich man's
Put it
PBR.
in your box.
I'm not rich. I'm sorry to tell you. The 50 plus donor money is not something to live off of. We sign Alonso after a season. Yeah, I mean that's the most predictable path. But I hope that's not the path that happens. I gotta make Bruh 2.0. Yes, you do. Prost Malone. I gotta find a way to work that into 50 plus donor lore, like Jamarius Wolf. And this time it won't accidentally be a darn Hefe on accident. It was still delicious. It popped off during the. Well, I brought it to a fire tailgate. It popped off at the fire tailgate. People really enjoyed that. Alonso will have the pick of all three. Yeah. Was it? Oh yeah, Barcelona, Liverpool, Bayern. Another place. Chicago Fire. Where? Oh yeah, this game's done, dude. This game's done. I can't believe Bayern's not gonna win the league. I cannot believe Bayern's not gonna win the league. That's crazy. Bayern's not gonna win the league.
That's actually mind blowing.
Who said that?
Oh, I've just been sitting on mute for like 10 minutes.
Oh, your whole voice is different. What? Are you the same person?
Yeah. No, I'm different.
Did you sub out?
I don't know. Maybe.
Wow, man. This is like a surreal moment. Who is that? Who just...
I didn't realize I was on mute too. Apparently I had myself on mute too.
Wow, Bayern's really not going to win the league.
This is great.
Lamal Grimaldo on the way to kidnap a princess after his game. Dude, I cannot get over it that Bayern looks this bad in an important game.
Yeah.
Do they have a shot on target yet? I don't think so.
I don't think so, to be honest. I will double
Wow.
check that stat though. They have one. 3 shots total, one on target. 58% possession. 369 passes to Leverkusen's 262, with an 86% pass accuracy, which I call bullshit on that.
But you said
I'm
it earlier.
sorry if
Those were back passes, 100%.
yeah.
Like if
For sure.
I would love to see the differential of like side passes and forward passes. Their forward passes has to be like nothing.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the pass numbers also look good because a lot of the interceptions Leverkusen is getting, they're after a touch by the Bayern player to like count as completed passes.
Mm.
Nick, I don't think I've ever heard your voice before.
Probably not. I prefer typing normally, but
Right. So now this is where Leverkusen can open up the game even more, and I would love to see my 4-0 prediction come true. Here comes the high press from Bayern.
And if you saw how that ended with Stuttgart, man, this could get even worse. This could get even worse.
I'm here for it. You know what's
This
funny
game-
is that like
I was going to say this game will not finish 2-0. It's either going to be
No.
2-2 or 4-0. No in between.
2-2, I think we're a long way off from that. They would have to make a really impactful sub whenever that is.
No, what I was gonna say is what's funny is that because my mom grew up in Germany, she used to go to games all the time, and she would tell me about fights that she'd get into with the Bayern supporters between Nuremberg and Bayern.
That's funny. Was your mom like in the ultra section?
No, this is back in the late 70s, early 80s. So they didn't have, to my knowledge, like really the ultra sections like they do now, like what we recognize. Ooh, how is that?
Yeah, what a weird series that was. Impressive that Harold had been. Oh, we have an ay. All right. Yes.
I was going to say, Ultras have really been around since like the 90s. That's a handball.
Bayern got away with one.
But like Ultras have been around since the 90s, but before that you had a lot of like hooligans, and like the most famous hooligans group was in Rostock. That was Huna Ra, which are all the bad people you can think of. So.
Yeah, no, my mom told me plenty of stories of getting in fights in the stadiums with them, with the Bayern fans. Because at that time, you know, late 70s, Nuremberg was still kind of competing in the Bundesliga, you know. So the rivalry between Bayern and Nuremberg, you know, the true Bavarian derby that I find it funny. I would love to go to a game. I haven't been able to go to a game yet. I would love to. I want to go either. I was going to say I would either see Nuremberg against Bayern, right? Nuremberg in Schalke, or Nuremberg and Firth. Like those are the only 3 games that I'd be interested in going to see for my first time.
For your first time?
Yeah, for my first Bundesliga game.
Oh.
Or you know what I mean? Like if I were to make it over there, that I would try to plan it around one of those.
Oh,
games.
Yeah.
Go to a derby game, you know, or in Schalke's case, you know, a French game. But
yeah, you guys are one. You guys make out every season.
Yeah.
Mueller to save the day or take the interview after the game? Probably both. He's going to be the only one that talks to the ultras after the game. I guarantee you that's what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
This away section in Leverkusen is terrible for the fans, though. Like, that's what a lot of my friends who were there last year with Hertha are saying. But it's super easy to get pyro in, which is a funny contradiction.
Why is it bad?
I mean,
it's really bad because it's in like this corner, and it's like very tucked away, and there's like one bathroom, one food stand, and it's just really dirty and grimy.
Yeah,
adds to it.
The Stuttgart away section I was in last year was amazing. That stadium's awesome.
I've heard that about Mercedes.
Stuttgart was great when I was there, except the fans. But that's because, yeah, Hertha and Karlsruhe, and yeah, the beer was great in stadium though.
Oh yeah,
unbelievable.
What did you do? Just go over there for vacation, there, Nick?
Yeah, I took a semester off of college and spent all of fall just going home and away for I think 6 weeks.
Hell yeah!
Just staying with friends and stuff.
Dream. If you're a MLS fan, I don't think we should enter the conversation about stadium beer prices. I think it's best you just don't know.
Right. Agreed.
Maybe for the best. Because I think a beer at Soldier Field's like the crappy domestic is like $12.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really sucks. Except Leipzig was terrible. It was like €6 for a beer, which isn't terrible, but it was Stadion Punch, so it was like half beer, half water. Then it was to make sure the away fans can't get drunk, but it was just terrible.
That checks out.
And it was like some really bad East German beer because they only had that or Red Bull. Those were the two things you could buy.
That also checks out. Indy 11 $3 Heinekens. Oh my goodness. Yeah, maybe we should just leave that to MLS. I think everyone else, because Phoenix Rising had $1.
Yeah, Switchbacks had. I think they still do. They have dollar beers for the first 15 minutes.
Jeez.
So we would just go load up on the beers and go back.
All right. Yep. Those were the 2 subs I was expecting.
Yeah. I honestly, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. I know they're both fantastic players.
For wait,
I
what?
don't think it's going to make a difference.
What is that substitute?
They got to be dropping to 2 midfielders. I have no clue. A 4-4.
Okay, but wait. If they're taking off Upamecano and putting on Kimmich and doing 4, who's going to be the 4th defender from that lineup?
I mean, you have Dyer. So Dyer and Kim at center back. Mazraoui and Bowie as wing backs. Then Goretzka, Kimmich, Mueller up top. Oh, 4-3-3. I'm dumb. I can't count. But yeah. And then Sané, Musiala, Kane.
What is happening?
I have no clue.
Yeah, what are
Maybe
what
Mueller's
is he doing?
I'm looking at the lineup right now. Hold on. I mean, I would see dropping back Mazraoui, maybe, but the only issue I see with that would be Kimmich is more of a right back if he drops back. So who would be playing the center unless you put Mazraoui on the right and put Kimmich on the left with Kim and Dyer in the middle. But I don't think that's what they're gonna do.
The last couple of weeks have been crazy. Have I missed something? They're both coming off the bench. I mean, Mueller has been coming off the bench a lot this season. Kimmich, I'm not really sure about. Yeah.
I think he's been battling injury last couple of weeks because he didn't play the last 2 games.
I can drink 14 $1 beers in 15 minutes. I did try it the Phoenix Rising game. I did really try to do that, and it did not work for anyone.
So yeah, Bayern's got to be changing up their formation.
I know we talked bad about Felix Meyer early on, and I don't think he should be reffing this game. But honestly, he hasn't been terrible.
No, he's been pretty good
No.
today. Broken clocks are right 2 times a day.
There's still time, though. There's still time for him to
Yeah.
do something off the wall.
Come on, guys.
Oh, what a bounce.
Yeah.
You hate to see it. I gotta say, even
I'm
for
on the Bundesliga site. Oh,
sorry, being theoretically a Köln fan, right? I think I can handle Leverkusen winning the league a lot more than Bayern winning. What the heck? Did that hit the corner of the goalpost and then still stay inside?
That had to go out of bounds. I don't know how he hit that. Bonk.
What?
That's insanity. The one insane thing about this game is Leverkusen are actually able to match Bayern with talent off the bench. Like you look
Yeah.
at who having Schick, Iglesias, Klozek, Hoffman, Frimpong on the bench still.
Yeah,
That's
they're
insanity.
not going to be able to outmuscle them with subs for once.
I mean, Bayern also is looking like Dortmund with how many injuries they have, which is insanity. But
they really are living the Dortmund experience all of a sudden. They have a ton of injuries. They're stuck in second place.
But think about that though. When's the last time that we could say that about someone that they could nice play. That they didn't even start their strongest squad against Bayern in a 1 versus 2 game. That they could still bring those players off the bench.
And they played Tuesday.
Yeah, and they play Tuesday. I know.
I mean, Leverkusen are kind of lucky that Burkina Faso did pretty bad in AFCON because they get Tepsoba back, who's kind of massive today.
Right.
Oh, no, I forgot I don't have Frimpong. How many points does Grimaldo have? 23 points started. Let's go. Beerts has 3 points right now somehow. Huh?
Oh, come on, Grimaldo. Use that incisive pass.
I never want
I got
AFCON
Grimaldo.
to end. Yeah, AFCON has been an incredible tournament, as usual. I don't know why Sane didn't pass that out.
Right.
Dude,
That's when the desperation comes in.
This is easily the worst I've seen Bayern look in a league game probably in the last 5 years. Yeah. Like, it's not even like they're trying hard. Like, they're just getting embarrassed. Like, this is embarrassing.
it's we all seen them have bad games, right? Like every team has bad games, but the fact that they've been bad consistently, or you know what I mean, like giving up those mistakes consistently, I think is probably what is the most shocking part of their performance this year. Because
Yeah.
any other team doing those type of mistakes, like Bayern, would be further down the table. You know, I think it's only because they're Bayern that they're still higher in the table, but way too many mistakes.
Do we have our first Slayer mistake here? He said he called it a corner and then took it away and said it was a goal kick. When it's very clearly a corner kick.
Hey, I mean, we do know he hates Bayern. So.
He does, yeah. He's more than any of us.
Right.
This is just such a weird game. Like, it's stuff that you don't expect. Like, normally Bayern can, like, make mistakes and then their quality carries over, but it's just not today.
Yeah, I mean, you literally have to play a perfect game against Leverkusen to beat them, which is why no one has beaten them. Like even the Gladbach game where they kept them at 0, like they could not make any single mistake or else the game would have been over. Like I really just don't know how you're supposed to beat this team. I don't think you really can.
You giving a compliment to Gladbach and Leverkusen in one sentence
I know.
is a massive, like, unbiased leap.
That's what this season has done to me. This season has done unspeakable things to my mental psyche.
I'm happy I don't have to be unbiased. I will never say anything nice about Union, except their fans in the Discord. They're great.
Well, it's. I think it just shows how much if you're able to compliment your rival when they're doing good, legitimately, not just like in trash talk. I think that just shows a bit more being able to concede something like that type of mentality. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I mean like really like if you love the game, you can be able to say good things about your rivals.
Right.
Just not all the time. That's the
Right.
last good things I'll say about them, theoretically. I mean, Gladbach's pretty good this season. Definitely better than I think even they thought they would be. People were picking them to be like bottom of the table for the whole what's his name who went to Bayern, the sporting
Looks
director.
like Bayern's bringing on Bell. That's wild.
Well, they got it. They have 0 shots in general this half. They somehow are worse than the last half.
You're talking about the guy who went to. Oh, you're talking about Aberl. But he went to Leipzig.
Yeah.
Because he left for mental health reasons. Then was like, you know what? I'm good.
Which I'm not going to question that, right? Like, I feel like that's a hard thing to question, but it does look a little dicey in comparison to all the how he carried stuff after that, you know?
Yeah, it was. I get why there were a lot of Gladbach fans that were guessing why.
Yeah.
Or like calling it BS. Because it was like 3 weeks. And then he was like, Leipzig offered.
But the Leipzig nope. The Leipzig move looks very dicey though. They're like, "Hey, are you going to go Bayern?" He's like, "Yeah." Bro, just say I don't know or something like that.
I mean, I respect the honesty. That's a grift, you know? Just
That's
like,
true.
I probably am. You know?
Although it would have been absolutely hilarious if Bayern didn't hire him after that. That would have been so funny.
That would have been peak Bundesliga.
Yeah.
Goretzka off is. They have Kimmich as a defensive midfielder, and otherwise they have 2 10s, 2 strikers, and 1 winger.
I'm not gonna lie.
Insanity.
I think this is just an admission that Tuchel doesn't know how to win this. He's just throwing people out there. Good pass though. Just nothing in the middle, man. They've given them nothing down the middle. Absolutely nothing.
And it's not like Bayern are bad. They're terrible. Like I can't even see how they're trying to play. You know, you don't see the idea. And I've never seen this in 10 years, which is insanity. Which means they should fire Tuchel and bring in Felix Magath. They need a good mentality coach.
Klinsmann to Bayern. That's when we know officially Bayern has given up.
You know what's funny is that I was just thinking about making that joke too.
That's when you know Bayern has no intention on staying good. Like, I really, like, if they do fire Tuchel, right? And Alonso doesn't go to Bayern, who the hell's going to coach Bayern? All the big name coaches are already...
Klopp?
This job, like the Bayern job, also seems like what's like the metaphor? A poison chalice, you know?
Yeah.
Where they've been going through coaches like there's no tomorrow after losing Pep. And it's like, you know, maybe you just have to stick through the little bit of hard time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They made this Tuchel bad. They got
complain about with Nuremberg. Yeah. It's the same argument that I have with Nuremberg and Schalke. They change coaches, managers, like nothing. And it's just like, you know, if we could keep someone and get consistent players for that person, you know, maybe we can actually be consistent.
It's like if Bayern would have just stayed with, say, Hansi Flick or Nagelsmann, you know, makes sense.
I think yeah. No, I think Nagelsmann they should have just stayed with. That was a big mistake.
Yeah, I was surprised that they got rid of him when they did, but at the same time, it's Bayern. Can you be surprised? Anything they do.
Man, I'm jealous of Nagelsmann though. It's like every coach who gets fired, you just get to sit at home and get paid. Not a bad gig.
Right?
No, not a bad gig at all.
The body language on Bayern too is terrible.
Oh yeah, we were playing that in the first half.
I'm
telling you, dude. Like, this is exactly what it feels like to play against Bayern. Bayern's now seeing what it's like to play against Bayern. Like, they're now seeing what every other team feels like playing them. Now they're reliving that against Leverkusen. Like, this looks like your average, like, Hoffenheim versus Bayern game, except Bayern is Hoffenheim and Leverkusen is Bayern.
I know we shouldn't reference the Premier League. This looks like a Spurs game. And they bought Kane. They brought in Dyer. It's got to be tough. And they expect to win trophies. I could have told you we weren't going to win trophies bringing in them, but
Bayern third or lower, that would be catastrophic. Like, they're going to finish second, but third, they need to just relegate themselves. Does Mueller finally leave? I think Mueller's going to leave no matter what.
That low, he might.
I think he's going to leave no matter what. But Kimmich, I don't know. I think that's going to be their big question this year, is if Kimmich is going to go or not. And also, are they going to replace Neuer?
I don't see Mueller playing for another team, though. I think he's just going to retire.
No other club in Europe is without a loss except Leverkusen. Incorrect! St. Pauli also has not lost again.
That was a wild tackle by Adley. Wow. Ooh,
Oh yeah,
that
did he get a
could go
yellow
to
for that?
VAR. Yeah,
Borderline.
yellow.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say if he didn't.
That's a bit of an orange. Mario and Luigi coming on the
Hey,
screen.
St. Pauli lost
Wow.
yesterday. Why is it coming up? Hold on. St. Pauli didn't lose yesterday. Oh yeah, the cup. Okay, if you mean like in general, yeah. But St. Pauli still not lost a league game. Which is crazy. I think Fabian Herzler has only lost like 3 games in his entire. They have 1 loss. I don't remember what loss that was. Yeah, wait, when was that? Oh, that was today. Okay, that's why. That was today. Alright, well, that makes sense. Oh, that's interesting, actually. The Hamburg is in second, despite the people around them haven't played yet. Speaking of Fire 2, I'll be watching them this evening. What game do they play today? I guess MLS season's starting
Probably
in literally 2
preseason.
weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, Switchback started their preseason last week. Or earlier this week, something like that. We beat the Barca Academy.
Yeah, I saw Mainz did too. What's going on over there in Barcelona?
Mainz beat them in the Youth Euro.
Yeah.
Youth Champions League, but they had like the full ultras in the stadium and everything. It was impressive.
For Mainz?
Still a bit upset, yeah.
Oh.
Because Mainz beat Hertha for that spot in the Youth Champions League. But
Oof.
yeah, it's tough.
Dude, I want to go to a Bundesliga game again so badly. It's like very hard to describe, like not just like being in the ultra section, but just like everyone's into the game, like no matter what section it is. Like you could stand up without getting yelled at. Oh man, I miss Germany.
The want to go is so bad. I was looking at like plane tickets for during my spring break in March, and I found like a flight to Hungary for $200 round trip, and then €100 train. I'm like, that could work, but I don't think I'm going to do it, sadly.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
I don't remember.
Oh yeah, these are panic subs for sure. These are the definition of panic subs. You're gonna have how many? You're gonna have like 7 attacking players on the. Is this the only sub that Leverkusen has made? I think so. Yeah. No. It's the second. Dude, Tuchel's getting cooked out there. He is losing the 4D chess mind battle.
The pressing structure from Leverkusen is just like so smart. There's always coverage, and then there's always another guy who's there to come and help and double up. It's crazy.
We are joined by my favorite person in Germany, Joel.
Aw. That's so nice.
But oh my god, they really are just getting run out the gym. Like, who are these subs for? Like, is Kane getting... No. So it's Musiala, Ouchie, and then Bowie, right?
Looks like it.
They're really going for all attack.
Yeah.
Vibes. But the vibes are bad.
The vibes
this is
are...
where Leverkusen can open them up.
But Leverkusen also brought
Michael?
on noted Bayern killer Jonas Hoffmann, who killed Bayern for the last few years at Gladbach.
True.
Mm-hmm. Here comes.
Joel, what have you thought? Have you been watching the game the whole time?
No, I only got on around 60 minutes because I was watching the rugby.
Oh.
For research purposes. I had a 4-hour training this morning and tried a new position, and now I'm dead.
Oof.
Yeah.
Sounds rough.
Does your season go through the winter, or is it did it like just start now?
No, there's a long winter break. I mean, there's like some smaller team training. We train because like the scene for 15-person rugby is not big enough in Germany for most people to like play that as their only version.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone, because you only have 6 games a season. So instead,
right.
everyone plays sevens, even if they hate it, myself included, because there's just a lot more opportunities to play. And then 15s is, the real passion project. So we've had sevens training, but we've only just started having 15s training again. And we have 2 games left of our season, and they are both against teams who absolutely hate us because it's 2 teams that we beat and 2 teams that felt like we should not have beat them.
2 grudge matches to end.
Yeah.
They have to get over it.
Last year was the first year that the Berlin-wide 15s team existed, and so we were bad and lost every game, unsurprisingly. And this year we started with 3 wins in a row, including against teams that are like what is like Bayern, the Spielgemeinschaft Bayern and the Spielgemeinschaft in Baden-Württemberg, which are both just like, what the fuck is this? these Berlin freaks. So yeah, Bavaria is coming up here, so we'll give them a warm welcome. And then we have to go down to fucking Rottweil, which is like between Stuttgart and Freiburg, kind of. It's the middle of fucking nowhere. It could be in Stuttgart, which is an actual city that has an actual like real big boy train station, because Rottweil is like this rich exurb that funds the Spielgemeinschaft the most. We have to go to fucking Rottweil, and it takes it's going to take us almost an entire day getting up at 4 to get there on the train, and then we have to play a fucking match.
Yeah, that's a long train ride. It's like
They definitely hold it in Rottweil to troll people. I am convinced of this. And they also don't offer to host. Other teams will be like, oh yeah, we'll like find some floors. If nothing else, you can sleep on people's floor. No, we have to pay for hotel rooms.
That's some real hater stuff, like maximum hateration.
I mean, the center of power in German rugby is in the West, because like rugby developed wherever the British were and French were occupying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's like not that surprising. Like the 5 best teams in Germany. No, I'd say 4 of the 5 best sevens teams in Germany are all in fucking Heidelberg, just the one city. So it's a bit lopsided, but we'll try to ruin some people's days.
Please do.
After Rottweil came to us and we beat them on our pitch, we were like had this sort of like social drinks night afterwards, and they were like not happy and not talking to us and crying in the club, literally.
You hate to see it, and by hate you mean you love to see it.
It was. I mean, I felt like a little bad for the 2 of them who were nice, but I didn't feel bad for any of the others.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry to rugby all over your.
No. I appreciate the rugby update. We are all Storm Warnings ultras in the Discord, so
thank you.
The Discord, the rugby update is much needed.
Well,
That train ride from Berlin to Stuttgart plane is terrible. Adding extra legs on it and then having to play is unimaginable.
And then not hosting, so you have to go immediately back. Like, that is some cruel stuff.
or we as an amateur rugby team have to pay for hotels for like 25 people.
Oh my goodness.
Which, I mean, we're doing, I guess, and quadrupling up in beds, but whatever.
Man, they really said a win's a win. Even if they forfeit and don't want to play us, it's a win. They're taking being a hater to the max.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much, like, as with any sort of like niche or like niche community, there's an incredible amount of like hateration and petty nonsense. My favorite was I went to the Deutsche Rugby Frauentag, which is for like all of women's rugby in Germany, to have a 6-hour meeting to decide how rugby is going to work in the next year. And people are submitting these amendments to the like charter of German women's rugby that are all like clearly based off of one thing that they're still pissed about from 2 seasons ago.
Oh,
like, if you don't bring enough players, we shouldn't be forced to play down to your number, but instead blah 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 blah. And it's like it's literally incredibly unsafe to play 12 on like a 12 on 15 game. And that's when the opposing team also had like a full set of subs. So not only were we going to we forced them to play 12 versus 12 instead of 12 versus 15 for like literal safety reasons. And they're like, no, we should have been allowed to do it unsafely, or at least we should have been allowed to use all of our subs instead of like only using the legal number of 5, because otherwise our players didn't get a chance to play. It's like, you know what you can do? You can loan players to the other team, which is how every other fucking team does it. But no, they're assholes. And so we had a literal 2-hour discussion about how to deal with this one stupid amendment from this guy. And ended up with a rule that's like, you can get extra subs so long as the team, so long as you offer the other team spare players and they reject those players or something really stupid like that.
Mm-hmm.
Niche community drama is fun so long as it's not like directly offending you or affecting you.
Yeah, that's exactly like a U.S. supporter culture.
Oh, yeah.
right.
A quick aside to the game. I just want to say how hilarious it is when they show the crowd and half the people are in carnival costumes and then the other half of the people are just normal or like not dressed up. Like you'll have Mario sitting next to like an 80-year-old grandpa.
Yeah, wait, is the home game tomorrow home game? I don't think they're. Wait, let me check. It's not a home game. That sucks.
Oh.
I don't think they ever are home games. I don't think I've. Yeah, but I mean, they're playing Hoffenheim, so it's just essentially going to be a Cologne home game, to say the least.
I wonder if like the league goes, no Cologne home games around Carnival. It'll be too insane.
Probably. I like that's pretty probable, right?
They're like for safety reasons and for
100%
consumption reasons.
Yeah.
100%.
So is Grimaldo locked up player of the season already in January or February?
I think so.
I think so.
It's got to be someone on, like either him, Frimpong. It's someone on
true.
Leverkusen, 100%.
If Boniface wouldn't have been injured, he'd be an easy candidate too.
Yeah,
True.
He was well on his way.
Yeah.
I mean, I got an underdog nomination for Player of the Year.
Who?
Mm-hmm.
Davy Selke. Just for 5 reasons.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god. Look at this Pope on screen.
Targeted harassment.
Hey, before you had him, we had him. The only Bundesliga player to buy me a donor, my hero, Davy Selke.
Okay, that's fair.
That's funny then, yeah.
I don't know how far ahead or behind your stream is, but there's a really good costume.
Oh yeah, we saw it. I took a picture of it in the first half. Actually, let me put that in memes right now. Forgot to do that.
The Leverkusen Pope.
Yeah.
That's also just like kind of mind blowing because that's not like a Pope costume you'd buy at a store.
Oh yeah, someone extremely made that.
Yeah.
No, that is the Pope. Like, that's not a joke.
I don't think it's Pope Francis, but
Maybe Ratzinger is still around.
well, the Cardinal of Cologne is an FC Cologne fan.
True.
That's the one fact I know.
He's obviously not praying hard enough.
I met him in St. Louis.
Shots.
Which is a whole other story. And he talked about
That was
FC
pretty
Cologne.
weird.
The one Bayern fan.
Dude, what? Is that guy filming? Oh my god. What?
Wait,
Was that
what?
old man filming the kid's reaction?
That's what it looked like. It was kind of
Yo. Yeah, no,
Oh,
actually
that's
that is
fucked
pretty
up.
creepy.
Okay, so you guys are ahead of me by like 20 seconds. Got it.
I'm at 92, 46, 47,
Okay.
48.
Yeah, 10. Got it. 10 seconds.
Alright, I'm putting that in memes too. Where did it go? Where did it go? There it is.
That was one of the most German like Opa things I've ever seen, from the phone case to how he's taking the video to just like, I can just take a video of this kid because they're a Bayern fan. You go, well,
yeah. In this case, Datenschutz does not apply. It's not Datenschutz if it's a rival football fan.
This is the funniest
Ready
league,
for that?
man. This is such a funny league. I'm so glad I'm a fan of this league. The old man, why?
I feel like now I have to tune into the Cologne game tomorrow just to look when they zoom in on Cologne fans and try to pick out the costumes and stuff.
Yeah, the away section's
Who's
gonna be nuts.
Who's Cologne playing?
Offenheim.
So there'll be
Well, at least they'll probably be able to get plenty of tickets.
That's what I was saying. Kane only had one. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say the only other time, like, because Carnival's also on like November 11th, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or that's Fasching. They played in Berlin that day, and I was at that game, and all the Cologne. Oh, Neuer's up for the corner. All the Cologne fans were just in costumes, and I was with some old Berlin dude, and he was.
How did he hit that goal from there?
Get there!
How did he hit that from there? What?
Leroy, stop running. Like Sonic.
Wait,
Jeremy from Paul.
Dude, how did he hit that from that angle?
Oh, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Oh shit! I'm behind, as you remember. Oh my god, that's amazing.
What?
I'm so glad I tuned in. Holy shit!
What a crazy goal! Oh god, no. Okay.
Hi, Derek. I miss Derek Ray.
Bundesliga, that was a glitch in Twitch.
Our special joined by is Derek.
That was
Ray.
me by mistake. Sorry.
Did Frimpong just give himself cramps because he sprinted across the field to go hug someone on the bench? That's kind of funny.
If so, extremely wholesome.
Oh man, if you're a Bayern fan, do not go on social media today. Oof.
Sane just gave up on that. And he punched the camera.
Wow.
Right.
Bayern got ran out of the gym. That was way worse than I could have ever imagined that game being.
They're not even at half an XG. They're a quarter.
Holy crap. Dude, but there was not a single positive out of that game for Bayern. Literally nothing. They did nothing right. That's a statement win for Leverkusen. I think if anyone was like, is Leverkusen going to slip? That really convinces me. I think they're going to be this consistent for us. Yeah, they're the best team in the league.
They have the Meisterprüfung bestanden. You could say that.
Yeah. Oof.
Bayern only had that one shot on target in the first half. Period.
Wow. What a game. Well, that makes the rest of the season much more interesting. Leverkusen has a 5-point lead now, so they would have to slip up 2 times, and Bayern would have to not slip up for the rest of the season. So that is...
Will the Advil... Jake, I know what we're on. We are now on Gumbo Watch for Leverkusen.
It is the most Gumbo Watch possible. They really can't drop this one, right? Right? They can't drop this one.
I'm watching it. I'm watching it.
I hope.
Who said that? Please no. I mean, even if Bayern wins this year, right? Like, it's still embarrassing. There's like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of the internet. Appreciate Joel. Thank you for joining. Nick, great that I finally know what you sound like. And then what was your name? FCN Light for Life. I feel like we talked about that. Like
Dominic.
3 great pitch invaders. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it was fun.
If you're not a Bundesliga fan, you might want to catch on for the rest of the season now. You may want to pay attention. But have a great weekend and peace out.
50 plus Döner. Unparteiisch,